Hey there, guys. A few people seem to be having problems with the current Dark Visions for the plant boss because the boss automatically berserks you on turn 0. So I'm just going to show a super generic team that can easily get a perfect score. So you want to give someone passive provoke to eat the berserk. So for that, we're going to be using just a 3-star Bart's, literally anyone, just to passive provoke the berserk. And then we're going to use pretty much anyone to damage cap. You can do it on turn 1, but to make it easy, we're going to do it on turn 2. So we're going to have pretty much a completely naked team, and then Genesis to do a very budget rank 1 clear, or a perfect score clear. So just some generic naked units to support, and Genesis. So during the ambush, the boss is going to berserk your passive provoker, in our case a 3-star Bart's. No big deal. So we're going to use Roberta to just give us a fire imbue, and we'll unlock her quad cast, and we'll do a mirage for the party. The boss does status effects on turn 1, so you need to either be immune to status effects, or we're using Ash to start in the shift form. That'll just automatically buff status immunity. So we're going to cover, we're going to Shelga, and we will provoke on Ash. Genesis can do his setup skills. We'll just hit the boss with fire. Actually, let's do Magic Sword. We'll do Magic Sword, then we'll just do some, we'll do it twice. Double Magic Sword, focus, I'm sorry, amp and focus. And Louise can do the field. She'll do a Spirit Break. She'll do a Break Immunity, and she'll do, nothing else really matters. And Cloud can just guard. Or if your Cloud is not EX2 or EX3, you can just use his Fill LB move. Okay, so some magic attacks. Our Naked Ash is covering that. We Mirage the physical. The boss does status effects. We're immune because of Ash, etc. So, now we're going to go ahead and kill. So we'll just use the chain score with, we'll quad Mystic Breath with Roberta. And we'll use Cloud's LB, and we'll just use Ash to triple bolting. This is just to get that 100 count chain score. And Genesis will do his Meteor skill, and we're using very, very budget gear, so it's not going to be a big flashy one, but it's good enough. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then once the chain builds, we'll hit Genesis. And all you need to do is 4 billion, and he did, I don't know how much, but I'm sure it's more than 4 billion. And there's the damage cap. So turn 2, perfect score, and I'll show you the team in a moment. We did 5 billion, that's a billion more than we needed. And like I said, we're not using killers, we're using extremely budget gear, which I'll show you in about 5 seconds. But, Genesis is EX3, but there you go. All the damage of Genesis. The rest of the party is totally naked. You could have geared them up, you could have put gear on Cloud, you could have used a different chainer, etc. So, Bart's is just using Auto Break with Obsidian Bracer, and then Perfect Provocation, or you could get them like Moogle Charm, whatever. Doesn't matter. Louise, literally naked, just a field, as well as a 90s Spirit Break. We'll come back to Genesis. Roberta, literally naked. She's just chosen because she can Mirage the party and give us a 64 count chain by herself. Cloud chosen because he has a 500 leader skill for Genesis, Final Fantasy VII units, that includes Genesis. Other than that, literally naked, he's a Bolting Strike chainer with his LB. Dynast Ash starts in the shift form for the status immunity. If you don't have her, just gear the party with a ribbon or something. And then base form, literally naked, and just cover the magic damage. And then Genesis is using very budget gear. The only clash gear is the diadem as well, so I guess not that budget. His own sword, his own coat, an event item, some cheap clash gear, some killers, and then a permanent MP card. We're not using the limited cards. And yeah, perfect score. You could replace that with anything you want. You could bring Hyo and get like a turn 2 clear, turn 1 amplify, turn 2 do his LB. The boss is weak to light as well, so you could do Noctis, you could do Tyvis, whatever you want. The point is, just bring a passive provoker for the preemptive Berserk, and you'll be fine. Kill it on turn 2. No big deal. Anyway, see you in a bit.